Artist Mundi 10 Audio Description. I'm Radha Patel, an engagement producer for Artist Mundi 10. I'm going to describe the Titsamime trilogy by Naomi Rincón Gallardo, showing at Chapter Art Center from October 2023 until February 2024. Naomi Rincón Gallardo is a visual artist and researcher currently living and working in Mexico. Her work explores theatre, games, mythology, systems of oppression, and queer feminisms. She uses crafts, music, film, and technologies to create her work. The Titsamime trilogy is made up of 3 films: Verses of Filth, made in 2021, Sonnet of Vermin, made in 2022, and Eclipse, made in 2023. Each film is about 20 minutes long. The films are accompanied by sculptures and animatronics of the characters that feature in them. Each of the 3 films tells a standalone story set in wastelands, abandoned buildings, and bleak forests. Against this bleak background, the characters themselves are hyper-colourful and surreal with crude, handmade costumes. They draw on different Mesoamerican legends, rituals, and deities reimagined in the future with a climate emergency has taken hold. Through the characters, the artist explores ecological change, gender binaries, and other systemic oppressions. The exhibition is on the ground floor of Chapter Art Center in the gallery space. The gallery is flat with no door, but there are benches throughout the spaces. As you enter the gallery, you're greeted immediately by the torso of a vulture, a costume hanging 3 feet from the floor on invisible wires. Altogether, it is about 6 feet or 2 meters tall. It is animatronic and occasionally flaps its black wings and opens its beak. Its neck is long and made from a bright pink fabric that leads to a softer pink face made of paper mache. It's dressed in a synthetic black V-neck waistcoat with a zipper, and at the end of the waistcoat, black net fabric makes a small skirt-like border. The vulture's wings are broad and theatrical, made of soft black velvet draping from its shoulders. The feathers at the end of its wings are a synthetic material, like the waistcoat. The costume is worn by actors in the first film, Verses of Filth, which plays on a screen to the right as you enter the gallery, just to the right of the vulture. In the film, the vultures scavenge wastelands alongside a Chihuatateo. The Chihuatateo are the spirits of Aztec women who have died in childbirth. In the film, the Chihuatateo collects disembodied arms and underworld creatures to reclaim pleasure, and as an act of rebellion. On the floor to the right of the screen is a 3D animatronic sculpture of the Chihuatateo, about 3 feet high. Its body is a box frame with flannel shoulders and a foam pad body. There are 2 breastplates with dark grey latex nipples. In the centre of its chest is a grey paper mache skull, and below this are 2 holes with dark grey foam hands protruding outwards, palms forward. Its head is a square box made of felt with a grey skull face. Its large eyes, nose, and mouth are cut out, the latter a rectangle revealing big red lips. On either side of its cheekbones is a plastic cylinder representing ears. These are adorned with large silver earrings made from plastic bottles and shaped like flat bells with soft waves at the bottom. To the left of the vulture is a small section of the gallery hidden behind a long and heavy curtain which can be pulled aside. Here you'll find the film Sonnet of Vermin. In this film, a group of outcasts, a bat, a snake, a scorpion, and a choir of frogs, try to build solidarity and establish their own community and environment. The film has a lo-fi aesthetic quality to it, with surreal imagery of characters in crude-looking mythical costumes, overlaid with floating limbs and an abstract soundtrack. The film is accompanied by 3 paper mache frogs masks. They are worn by children in the film and so are about the size of a 7 or 8-year-old's head. They're raised off the ground by black poles, each about 4.5 foot high. The masks are green, silver, and bronze, with open mouths lit up by green, red, and blue lights. They have large nostrils and 2 large protruding eye sockets. Each of the sockets is filled with a small plastic ball, the kind that could be dogs' toys or that you could find in an arcade claw machine. The masks all make different noises, either randomly or via motion sensors. The green frog mask, which is on the left side closest to the screen, emits an electronic purring sound or an electronic scream, which suggests a warning that you are too close. If you continue walking right of Verses of Filth, you'll find the final film, Eclipse, behind another long, heavy curtain at the back of the gallery. This is another theatrical film with surreal, mythical figures, literary references, and an often harsh, uncomfortable, and discordant soundtrack. The film follows a beheaded young man with 2 serpents coming out of his neck, wearing white pants. Throughout the film, he meets with other creatures, including a group of black moths and a bejeweled turkey. Set between a forest and an abandoned building, throughout there is a repeated motif of an eclipse in which a red sun disappears behind the black moon. The creatures stage a choreographed performance cutting between a military display and an expressive movement. There are no sculptures attached to this film, but the Chiwetateo character from the first film, Verses of Filth, appears in this film too.